Hi, this is just a short introduction to what the Pilates Reformer is, and I guess to give you a little bit of information before you come along to your first introduction session to try it out. So just to quickly explain the machine, it is pretty much just a movable carriage that moves freely along two tracks. The springs then here provide some resistance, so there's different levels of springs, different strengths. So the blue one on this machine is the lightest, so it still moves quite easily. Red one is a little bit heavier, green one heavier again. So the physiotherapist that is taking the class will advise you on what combination springs to put on, or just one spring at a time. As well as providing resistance, the springs also provide assistance, so it does help you control the carriage as you move in and out throughout the exercises. This bar here we tend to use as a foot bar mainly, but it can also be used as an arm bar with our hands against it, and it can be changed to different levels so that it's at different heights, or it can be taken out of the way completely. The straps that we use, the bigger ones we tend to use for foot strap, and the smaller ones we tend to put our hands in for arm strap exercises. So what we will do for this short demonstration video is do a couple of different exercises in the different positions that we tend to get into in the classes. So we'll do a couple of exercises lying on our back with our feet against the bar, then with our feet in the big loops, and then with the hands in the smaller loops. We'll do one exercise in kneeling just to show you that. We'll do one exercise on all fours, and we'll do one exercise in standing just to give you an idea of the different positions that we can get into in the class, and also give you an idea what to expect to be doing when you come to the first free introductory session here. Okay, so the first exercise we'll do, 2 red springs, and we're going to have our feet against the bar. So both heels on the bar, about hip distance apart, keeping the knees hip distance apart as well. All the exercises when you're lying down, just make sure your stomach muscles are drawn in a little bit, belly button in towards the spine, keep the lower back flat, keep the rib cage flat, and then we're going to slowly move the carriage in and out. So we're looking to push until the knees are almost straight, slowly bend the knees, bring the carriage back in. So as you can see, it's not too quick, but it's not too slow. There's just a nice rhythm to the movement, same speed in both directions, and not stopping for too long at either end. As well, just to note, it's important to keep breathing throughout the exercise. Don't hold your breath at any stage. And you can see as well that we're not stopping the carriage for too long at either end. We're trying to keep the carriage continuously moving the whole time. Okay, so that's the first example with the feet on the bar. I'm just showing an example in a bridge position because it's a slightly different position. We're going to peel the spine slowly up into a bridge. Here you're looking to keep the hips up off the carriage, keep the belly button drawn in again to engage your core muscles, and then we're going to move the carriage again by straightening and bending the knees. But the difference here, we're going to keep the hips up the whole time. Don't have our lower back resting on the carriage. Again, same speed every time, breathe with each movement. Try not to stop the carriage for too long on either end. And then slowly down. Okay, the next example we'll do is get into the foot strap. So if we take one strap off, and remember we're bringing our feet into the bigger loops. So we'll push against the bar, bring the bigger loop around the arch of the foot, bend this knee to keep the control, and then the opposite foot goes into the bigger loop. And I'll just give one example here. It's like a leg press. Both feet together, side by side touching. Ropes just above the kneecap. Again, lower back and rib cage flat. And then we're going to straighten the knees, push the feet forward, bend the knees, bring the feet back in. For this one, I breathe in as the knees come in, breathe out as you push the knees forward. So we're controlling the carriage now with our feet only. Arms are just relaxed down by the sides. And again, same speed every time, nice and slow and controlled on the way back in. Press forward against the resistance. Then to come out of the leg straps, it's easiest to bend the knees in, take one off at a time, hook this big loop back on, and then take the second foot out. The next exercise we'll do is the arm strap. So I'm just going to lower the resistance a little bit down to 1 red. For this one, try and have your shoulders a away from the shoulder pads just so you're not stuck up against them. Hands directly above the shoulders with the elbows straight. Both knees directly above the hips. Again, belly button drawn in, lower back flat, and just very slowly with the arms straight all the way down beside your pockets, slowly back up to shoulder level. For this one, I breathe out on the push down. Breathe in as the arms slowly come back to the start position. So again, like the others, once you have the idea, same speed every time, not stopping for too long at either end, and just make sure to keep breathing throughout the exercise. So that's an example of an arm strap exercise. And again, just to come back to tabletop position, because most arm strap exercises are in this position, so it's good to get a side view in the video. Hands directly above the shoulders, elbows straight, knees directly above the hips. Okay, the next exercise we'll try is in a kneeling position. So we'll hook the straps back on. Again, just taking our time, getting back up off the carriage. For this one, we're going to try with the knees a little bit away from the shoulder pads, so it does challenge your balance. So you just need to be extra careful on this one, especially for the first time trying it. Small straps are in your hands again. Hands just a couple of inches in front of the hips to begin with. Squeeze the shoulder blades together to pull back. Ease off slowly and carefully. So it's important to note that we do need to work in both directions. So we don't just have to pull back against the resistance, we also have to be extra careful as the hands come forward, keep the control as the carriage is moving underneath you. Okay, so that's one example of an exercise in kneeling. We go down to an even lighter spring for the next exercise, the one blue. This one is going to be on all fours. Again, we'll try it with the knees away from the shoulder pads, hands out in front on the tracks, a little bit in front of your shoulders to begin with, and then pull forward until you're in box position. Shoulders directly above the hands, hips directly above knees, back flat, belly button drawn in. Try not to grip with the fingers for this, so see if you can keep the fingers loose. It'll help engage your core muscles a little bit more. So we don't want to be reliant on our arms to stabilize, we want to try and engage our core stabilizing muscles deep in the stomach area. And then for this variation, as you can see, my shoulders don't move, it's just the knees moving in and out. And then just to give an example of a slight variation, this time the knees don't move, we're going to let the shoulders go back, tighten the stomach muscles, use your body to bring the carriage forward. Again, not too reliant on the hands, keeping the fingertips loose for this one. Okay, and just to give one example of using the arms, or using the bar as an arm bar, we'll lower down to the second last position, have our hands on the bar, feet against the shoulder pads. Again, not too reliant on the arms, not gripping too tight, not putting too much pressure. We'll start with the head and shoulders in front of the bar, push the knees back slightly so that you're in a half plank position or a kneeling plank position. Bring the carriage back, finish with your head and shoulders behind the bar, bring the carriage forward, head and shoulders in front of the bar. So again, as you can see, my hands are loose, just using your hands for balance, but trying to activate your stabilizing muscles again in the stomach region. Again, you can see nice and slow control over the movement, not too quick. And breathe with each movement. Okay, the final example we'll show for this short video is in standing. So when we're standing on the carriage, the safest way to step on is on the timber part first, because that doesn't move, and then the second foot goes near the top of the carriage. We're going to give one example of a standing exercise in a squat position. So we'll bend both knees, drop the hips down close to the ground, keep the shoulders tall. If you look at this one, the standing leg on the timber and the upper body don't really move. The only thing we want moving is the leg on the carriage. And we're going to be straightening and bending this knee to move the carriage. Again, we need to work in both directions. So we're pushing against the resistance, but then slow and controlled on the way in, so the spring doesn't just push our leg back to the start position. Again, not stopping for too long at either end, and keep breathing throughout the exercise. Okay, so that's just a short little introduction to what the reformer is, and I guess what to expect before you come to the intro session. So we did a couple of exercises lying on our back, a couple of kneeling, a couple in standing, and a couple on all fours. Hope this helps. If you haven't signed up for a free introductory session of our Reformer Pilates class in Ennis Shannon, you can call the clinic landline, which is 065 686 4000. Thanks.